Hey everyone, this is Tim from SharcTank.com, and I'm here to bring you a companion video to go along with my article that I wrote about Heroes of the Storm. If you haven't read it yet, go to SharcTank.com, that's Shark with a C, and check it out. Pretty much, it was just an introduction to what Heroes of the Storm is and how it differs from other MOBAs. Luckily enough, I was, invited into the alpha, so this video is going to do two things. It's just going to be a gameplay video where you can check out the game and see what it's like, but then also I'm going to give you my feelings on what I think of the game as a veteran MOBA player. So one thing you'll notice that's different is I'm queuing as a particular hero. Now the downside to that is once the game starts, we have no way to change our hero lineup, and like for example now we have only one support and it's Tyrande, and she's kind of weak, so it's probably not the best support to have, but that's okay. I am playing as the siege tank, Sergeant Hammer. So the way the classes are kind of set up is there's 4 different classes, so to speak. There's support, there's assassin, there's warrior, and there's specialist. So the support's obvious, it's the healers, except like Tassadar from StarCraft. He's can do a pretty good amount of damage and crowd control and all that kind of stuff. Assassins are damage dealers, warriors are tanks. Except Kerrigan, she's an assassin, but she's pretty much a tank and an assassin and a support. She's ridiculous. Currently, there's some balancing that she requires. I decided to go with a specialist, and that is Sergeant Hammer, the siege tank. She's a lot of fun to play, and the specialist classes are just different from any type of character or hero or champion or whatever from all the other MOBAs. Sergeant Hammer is a siege tank, so she's a siege unit, and it's pretty interesting how I can go in and out siege mode with long range. There's a few different talents that I get at number 1. I typically get ambush, because basically what that does is when I go into siege mode, it automatically cloaks me, which is pretty cool. I'm gonna go down and grab this watchtower here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get the one that improves my passive. My passive bonus is basically anything a distance greater than 4.5. I do extra damage to. Oh god, I'm screwed. So something that's new to this game is oh god, that's an enemy that was hitting me. I thought that was a... Don't! So, had I got off my my concussive blast there in time, I would have knocked him off. But as you can see, very different from other games, other MOBAs, is that you start with a full kit of abilities at level 1. So, huge team fights that are actually, like team fights that are meaningful, break out all the time at level 1 in this game, which is a blast. I love it. It's so much fun. So yeah, just to get down to it, spoiler, I think this game is really fun. I have a blast every game, and it's pretty different from other MOBAs. There's no items. The teams have a level instead of individual heroes having levels. Teams have levels. Punk, get off, Murky. So Murky's also that Murloc guy there. He's also a specialist. Now, you probably thought, wow, that guy's horrible, he just died. Well, that's basically what Murky does. He suicides constantly into... Basically, his job is to just annoy people, and he also has abilities that do damage to buildings and stuff like that, so he's kind of extra pushing ability. That's right, Zeratul, back off. Oh god, I'm gonna die. So, in this game, there are mounts for when you have to get away quicker. So, because I'm a tank, I don't have a mount. So instead, I get these little jetpacks that pop up on cooldown. It's kind of like a sprint. It helps me get out of dodge. It saved my ass right there, so you can see the usefulness of it. So I'm picking my second talent. So the talents are basically what you use instead, as opposed to having items. Sorry, I'm I'm kind of double tasking here, so forgive me if oh, I'm gonna die. That was close. I'm gonna go ahead and use my Hearthstone. Yeah, forgive me if my thoughts are kind of broken up because I am trying to play the game while doing this. So I guess I should have maybe done 2 separate videos. Nah, that's cool. So my second talent, I'm gonna go ahead and do Maelstrom Shells. It gives me a basic attack range of +1, which is amazing for her because that's what she's all about. She does more damage to heroes that are at long range, and then there's another talent I'm gonna get later on that will increase the range even more significantly. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. So on this map, there's like a second level. It's an underground level that periodically undead units spawn in these caverns down here, and they drop their skulls. And basically, the goal of the skulls is eventually what's going to happen is what happens is each team gets a giant abomination that's kind of like a neutral creep that helps them, and how strong it is based on how many skulls you get. So it's basically like we're building this giant, and the more bones we have to put it together. So yeah, definitely you get the hover jets, which are engines or whatever it is, that lets you move while in stealth mode, or while in siege mode, because it's amazing. What the hell? Okay, that was weird. That was a little glitch. This game does have glitches because, you know, it is an alpha. It's very much an alpha. Well, I got Raynor before Zeratul got me, so that was worth it. So yeah, there's a bunch of skeletons littered all over the map. If you look at my mini map, you can see those little purple dots on the second level here, and those would each represent a skeleton. And then there's the big boss man, and the boss mob drops like 35 skulls. I can't remember, but pretty much my team has 11 skulls right now, and the enemy team has 58. So we're getting our balls rocked. But we did get the skulls from the boss mob, and we got, looks like 20. It drops 20. Wow, it drops even less than I thought it did. That's interesting. So yeah, you know, if we can get these last couple groups, like it looks like we'll be able to, it'll probably be a 42-58 split, which means we won't be too far behind. You know, and that's one thing is, you know, while we're down here collecting these skulls, the enemy team's up there pushing our towers, or could be, they're picking up neutral creeps. So the way neutral mobs work in this game is instead of just being there to farm experience and gold, because there's no gold in this game, the neutral mobs are actually, you recruit them after you kill them, and these siege giants are extremely annoying and powerful mobs. They're very good. You definitely have to focus on killing them as soon as they pop out, and you can see our enemies recruited another pair of siege golems. Yeah, see. So I'm gonna grab this. This ultimate is something like it's something like Ezreal's, if you've played League of Legends, where it's a global thing and does just quite a bit of damage in a line. I basically shoot a giant cannon, the missile hits whoever it hits. The cool thing is, later on, at level 20, I get a talent that basically sets it up. Oh crap, they got the night camp with their golems. So you can see that big guy there, that's the golem that they built. So I will show you my ultimate right now. I did quite a bit of damage there with that. This is going to be tough. Ooh. So I'm going to get Zeratul, and I'm gonna die. Wow. So yeah, my team's not doing so good. As you can see. Well, I guess we do have not that many less takedowns than the enemy. So there's no kills, because, you know, kills don't really matter in this game. There's no gold and everything, so you just get takedowns, which is a combination of kills and assists. So typically your whole team is going to have quite a bit of takedowns, and we still have to kill this giant. If this is an indication of how this game is going to turn out, then we are in trouble. I'm going to kill Zeratul, though. Boom! That's what I love about her. You get position, and the enemy team, if you can focus fire well, and the enemy team doesn't anticipate well, you're going to do a lot of damage as Sergeant Hammer, which is a lot of fun. I mean, it's different because she doesn't have as many active abilities. God, I hate Murky. Murky's so annoying. But you can see on the map, there's skulls on the mini-map there. You can see these skulls, and the color of those indicate neutral camps. When they're yellow, it means they're up. It means they are there to be taken. And I'm going to kill Raynor. I don't know what he's doing. Oh, I forgot Raynor. Oh, no. Well, that was dumb on my part. I thought I was going to kill Raynor, and I got cocky. Never a good idea. Definitely get Crucio X2 Cannon. Gives me another 2 range. I was going to show you there's a talent that I can get that basically, when I go to siege mode, over time, as long as I stay in siege mode, my range keeps increasing up to a maximum of, I think, 14 range or something. I don't know. It gets kind of ridiculous. But honestly, I don't know if my team's going to last that long. However, Heroes is very much a game where you never give up. And Zeratul's dead. Oh no! Never mind. Heroes has a comeback mechanic, so basically you need less experience to level up than the enemy if you're behind. So as you can see, like, I only have 5,600 experience, whereas one guy on the enemy team has 19,000, and you know, he's only 2 levels higher than me. So basically, if you're losing, you get bonuses to help you catch up, and it keeps the game competitive. Almost nearly every game I've played has been close down to the very end. Games like this, where the enemy team just is completely outclasses your team, which is happening in this game. I probably would be playing a lot better if I wasn't doing this video, but nonetheless, I wanted to do the video. I was committed. So that is what it is. And Tyrande just decided to go pull the boss, so... Yep. This Tyrande is really bad. She probably could have saved me. And if we had Arthas with us, it would have been different. Yeah, this game isn't going well. It's unfortunate that one of my worst games is the game that I decided to do the video in, but that's how it goes with recording these things. You never know how the game's going to turn out. So, if I press N, I can pull up the talents tree, so to speak. It's not really a tree. It's more like how they do talents in World of Warcraft. Now, I can look at each level. I can look at what I've taken in the past, look at each level. So the next level is what I was talking about with a graduating range, where as long as I stay sieged, my range keeps getting longer. I don't have that currently, but I'll get it. It'll be my next talent. And then the cool thing is the level 20 talent for this character is that that rocket that I launched for my ultimate, it basically makes it so it's orbiting the planet and periodically comes back around in the same line. So yeah, you can see how Murky just immediately respawned. Even though the enemy team's level 18, it should have a long spawn timer. Murky pretty much immediately respawned because that's what Murky does. And so there's, you know, the specialist class are one of the things I like a lot about this game, because it's just, they're so different than any other game, or any other MOBA rather. You just don't see characters that have that much, you know, have that unique of a play style. I'm just gonna use my ultimate because whatever. We're just gonna have to kill this golem as fast as we can. Our golem is going down quickly. and their golem is significantly stronger than ours. It was a 70-30 split this time around. So I'll get graduating range. So you can see this blue circle here. That's my range. You can see it just bumped out. It'll bump out again. And I think one more time it'll bump. Oh god, I didn't even... Apparently I was getting attacked by the enemy there and I didn't look. It's probably my fault that our team is losing. I'm playing pretty poorly, but that's the price you pay when you do things like this video. Yeah, you can look at the mini-map and see that there's a lot of red. It's a lot of red. This is definitely not going well for our team. But it'll be over soon. And my daily quest is to play one game as a StarCraft character, and the Siege Tank is most definitely a StarCraft character, so I'll be getting that quest. The game is almost over, and when it finishes here, I'll let you see, you know, the ending screen, so you can see me get experience, and then I'll show you through the heroes that you can choose from. Because like it does the same thing as like League of Legends and other MOBAs, where you have, you know, a free rotation. Certain heroes are free each week, and yeah, there we go, we lost. So, yeah, certain heroes are free each week, but then you can purchase, you get gold for leveling up and for doing quests, and then you can use that gold to purchase other heroes to use when they're not free, which is Sergeant Hammer actually isn't a free... Oh, hey, I completed my other quest as well. Neat. Oh, wait, no, that's the hero quest. So in addition to daily quests, you also get hero quests for each of the different heroes. So playing 2 games with Sergeant Hammer, I just got access to the hero quest because you don't get them until level 10. So this is my first time, or rather my second time playing Sergeant Hammer after I had gotten the hero quest. I've been playing a lot of different heroes, just trying to get a feel for them. And there's lots of different playstyles out there, and all the heroes are really unique. It's really fun. You know, there's a lot of characters that almost feel more like an action RPG, like a Diablo character, than they do this type of a game, or a MOBA character. Illidan is one of them. He's a lot of fun. In fact, I'm thinking about buying him when I get, you know, when I get enough gold. I'm not too far away. The neat thing is that if you look at a hero and you say, hey, I want to try to play that guy before buying him, so there's a little try button where they let you play. The cool thing about Illidan is that he's just so much fun in terms of swinging around. So we'll throw in some minions. So the cool thing is you can level up, you know, and that'll give me more talents. So now I play, you know, this way I have a little more stuff, or a little more talents to play with. I'm a little stronger. So the cool thing about Illidan is he's got this dash that flips you over, and then he's got a dash, and then he can start evading, which is a lot of fun. And then his basic attack reduces cooldowns, so he's going to be flipping all over the place. Hit, flip, hit, dash, hit. Okay, now I'm screwed. But hey, look at that! Way to go, Malfurion. You're my brother. So yeah, that the game's a lot of fun, and I really like how, you know, you start with an actually usable kit of abilities at the lower levels. There's a lot of, you know, customizability that you can do because there's a lot of variety in the different talents. And, you know, some levels you can choose up to 5 different talents. So you can really change up your playstyle by changing what talents you do. There's several support classes that actually have a, you know, viable DPS spec that they can go with the talents. So anyway, that's Here's the Storm. If you haven't already, opt in for the alpha, or check it out when it's in beta, or, you know, when it comes out, final release. I'm sure it's going to be a free-to-play game because you can buy skins for actual money. There's a lot of fun skins. Like I love the Abathur. So that's Abathur from Heart of the Swarm, the StarCraft 2 expansion pack. Only he's in pajamas. And then there's, like, you know, there's Kaiju Diablo, so it makes Diablo look like Godzilla, and, you know, it's a lot of fun. But anyway, if you get the chance, check out the game, opt in for the alpha, Battle.net, and yeah. If you want to see more content for Here's the Storm, just let me know. Comment, like, subscribe if you like our stuff, and thanks for watching, guys.